As the great Caliph Ali has said, if you want to know where your heart is, see where your mind goes when it wanders. Well, mine goes to the exciting world of startups. As I started my entrepreneurship since I was 8 years old. Success is something that followed me. I started my career as a professional chartered accountant, where I worked for the big names like KPMG, Deloitte, and I've worked for different countries across Middle East, Europe, Asia. That gave me the experience to initiate my 4 startups. And one of my company has been selected as the representative for UK parliamentary review this year. But my biggest accomplishment to date is being the founder and CEO of Gig9, for which I'm here today. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we all have underestimated how the things have changed in the last 10 years. Sharing economy is taking over everything we used to do in the past. Today we have more decentralized model of businesses where we don't need physical assets, offices, or even people. Regarding Gig9, I wanted to do something that has true impact on this world. You know, when you hear the fearful voices around, who are talking about creating the distances and building the walls, I dreamed of creating something that will truly bridge the people. So it takes courage to choose to choose hope over the fear. It takes strength to say that, look guys, we are going to create something that is going to bring people together, not distancing them apart. That's what we don't want. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you Gig9. Well, I would like to talk about the heart of the Gig9. But my colleague, Mr. Cedric, he will take you about all the whats, whys, and hows. So regarding Gig9, I want to say that the idea initiated at where we met as the 8 multinational executives from around the world in Oxford Fintech program. So we met there, we generated the idea, and we pursued it. And we are now at the stage of starting our pre-sale from 20th April. Gig9 is the world's first decentralized, it's blockchain-based skill-sharing platform. We focus on the local communities, unlike the other freelance platforms. We are trying to bring the local local service providers like plumbers, carpenters, it can be a babysitter, it can be you, some photographer, a videographer, an IT technician, a medical practitioner, a lawyer, a financial advisor. So just imagine how big is this industry of local services is. So we want to bring them on the platform where, as simple as on the tap of the smartphone, you are connected with this offline world with the wonderful opportunities. We are all connected. Sometimes we are welcoming a refugee who is fleeing war. And sometimes as an immigrant, we are seeking the opportunities. And sometimes it's just merely by lending a hand to our neighbors. We are truly interdependent. And that's what the beauty of Gig9. That's where we stand out. So let's imagine that how Gig9 can bring opportunities to a mother who's in India just seeking for a little bit opportunity to sew some clothes so that she can afford a better future for her kids. And can you imagine a daughter who's very close to her exams and she's looking for a personal tutor so that she can achieve her dreams and make the people feel proud? Or imagine sometimes, God forbid, in your lives, when you were unemployed, delivering CV after CV in these roads of London. seeking for the opportunity just to pay the bills? Can you imagine that if we are not the one who are seeking the opportunities, we are the strength. The local community is the strength. We can create the opportunities. We can create the opportunities for ourselves, and we can give it to the other people who are in real control of their future. So in the world of when we are too much into the internet, we have forgotten that we are, end of the day, a local community with loads of global opportunities. And at Gig9, we are not here to build the walls. We are here to make the bridges. I would request my very talented colleague, Mr. Cedric. He will take you to the journey how the Gig9 was intercepted and what it's going to solve and what's the core features of the products. And thank you very much for this.
Well, thank you, Misha, for this lovely introduction. It's a great pleasure for me to be able to talk to you today about Gig9. My name is Cedric Loyens, and as Misha already pointed out briefly, we met at the Oxford Fintech program where our idea was created, founded, developed, and now it has grown until this. So let me just briefly point out the schedule of what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to identify the problem to which we present our solution, the road to it, what makes Gig9 different, why are we unique. About the token, about our ICO, I'm going to talk a little bit on the technology as well, go over the business model, the project costs, and the profitability and return on investment. So let's start by identifying the problem. At some point in your life, you are going to need a service, be it a plumber, be it a babysitter, be it a painter, be it somebody who cleans your house, anything. What do you do if you want to look for that specific service? You go online, okay? Online you will find lots of service providers who will be able to provide you that service. But how do you know which one are good? How do service providers know which customers are reliable? Those problems we have listed up. There's a high costs, probably a fear of high costs. You may pay high costs too high. You do not know if you are getting value for your money. There is a manipulation of prices and of reviews, which is at the moment which we tend to find a solution to. You get false hopes, limited choices, limited reach for providers, but also for consumers. You might not know which service providers are around you. It's time consuming, and there is an uncertainty of quality and of payment. So what is the Gig9 economy? Gig9, the name itself comes from the gig economy. What is a gig economy? Gig economy is where freelancers and short-term contracts are more the rule within the economy than the exception. Now, from there, we are more and more evolving towards such an economy. Freelancers are making up more and more, and we have calculated that this goes above $2 trillion, okay? Moreover, we see that in the industry, 1.4 billion workers today are vulnerable, okay, are in a vulnerable state, and we attempt to solution that. We intend to bridge that gap, okay? And that is, we 8 Oxford alumni we are now within a team of 20. Worldwide, we're global. Our company is based in London. We're UK based, but we are worldwide and all over parts of the world. So in short, if I would say what is Gig9, it is the first blockchain-based skill-sharing platform for local providers, or else put a decentralized, self-regulating sharing ecosystem directly connecting service providers and consumers, and that is powered by blockchain smart contracts. Now, how does this look? Okay, well, on your iPhone or your smartphone in general, or a website, you will be able to access our platform. The platform is completely free. You can access it. It has geolocation, but I'm going to come back to it on this slide. I'm going to stand still with this slide a little longer because it gives the practical use very easy. As a consumer, you request a service, okay? This can be a number of lists of services. We have listed them on our website. There are 150 total services to which our platform can reach. You are looking at geolocation. The geomapping technology is within the platform, so you'll be looking for that specific service in your area. And a notification is sent to all the providers that lend that service, be it one of those 150 services. The service provider, through the geolocation, can see the price and which it all entails, and the request can be accepted or declined. If it is accepted, there is a notification toward the consumer, but this is the most important. There will be a hedge escrow service in place under the form of a smart contract on the blockchain, which is blockchain based, to ensure that the payment and all the regulatories are met. You would have the consumer, the provider, the price, and the description of the service that needs to be made. Then the service provider comes to the consumer, performs a service. You will be able to track this through the GPS location. Once both parties have agreed, they click OK, and the service is automatically paid. Through the contract is automatically fulfilled, and the person is paid. This is a general prototype of how it would look. Let me just remind you that this looks a lot like Uber. It is Uber-based, so it's an Uber for services, for local services, yet we are the only one using blockchain. So it goes further than what Uber does today. How do we finance this? We are currently doing our ICO. Our pre-ICO for whitelist members ends tomorrow, and our pre-ICO will start the 20th of April. And then it will go, that is the pre-ICO, and then the public sale will go from the 7th of March. I will come back to this later. We have developed a token based on the Ethereum network to facilitate and to grow our assets. Moreover, it will be able to pay in the coin through the platform. So you can pay directly with 9 coin. Okay. So the more it's used, the more value it will create, and the token will represent automatically the interest. In regards to the token allocation, this is a chart where we have 268 million 9 coins available. Our soft cap is now at 3,000 Ether, and our hard cap is at 37,000 Ether. The minimal participation is 1 Ether, and as mentioned, whitelist members have until tomorrow. Our pre-ICO starts the 20th until the 30th of April, and then the public sale will commence at the 7th of May. How does this look? Well, we divided it into 9 blocks. We are still into the first block, so you are still able to benefit from a bonus of 36%, which means that one Ether currently is 5,009 coins, but you get a bonus of 36%, which means 1,800 coins on top, so you will have 6,800 coins, okay? The bonuses are listed through the different blocks. The technology behind Gig9, as mentioned, it is smart contracts and blockchain. As well, within the platform, there is artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning, because with machine learning and deep learning, you can predict certain kind of stuff. If we find out in through machine learning that 75% of households services are asked on a Monday, service providers are able to adapt accordingly. So this is what it looks like on the technological side. We will have a website. There will be an Android app and an iOS app, and there is a browser to which everything is stored, and the framework is on the blockchain network. This is the business model. I'm going to run through this. Actually, everything that I'm talking to you today has already been mentioned over here. Currently, we are a B2C platform. So the gig economy is currently worth approximately around $2 trillion US dollars. We are looking to tap into it and disrupt that area. Since we all don't are in a lack of time, it will allow you to speed up everything in a secure environment. To know more, please visit our website, Gig9.io. We are on all social mediums, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, YouTube, you name it. On our website, through our social media, lots of information is posted. You can also, if you want to invest, go to our website. You can fill out your details, and it is very easy to invest within Gig9. So with a single click, Gig9 can connect the general public to one another and to an endless opportunities. So you too can benefit. Here's our website, Gig9.io. For more details, we have a white paper, we have a technical paper, there's a financial paper. We also have frequently asked questions, but you can also ask questions right after here. I'm also running around here, but you can also post them on our website. We're very open. We answer to all questions need be. So this is a short presentation on what Gig9 is. I'd like to welcome Misha back up here. In case there are any questions or remarks.
Thank you, Cedric, for, I think so. Now it's on, yeah. Okay, thank you, Cedric, for the informative session.
No problem.
So I would like to personally request you to join our cause, because it's not any other corporate that's going to make the profit. I won't say that we are not for profit organization, but we have something that is going to create the social impact. It's for us, it's for our generations to come. It's for our financial independence. So if you have any question, you are welcome to ask. Yeah, please.
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Thank you for the presentation. I just wanted to ask, obviously the idea behind it is great, and obviously it exists already. What you're doing now on the blockchain, how are you going to build the platform? Because your average plumber or a cleaner is not going to really understand the blockchain, they're not going to understand the crypto. So how are you going to sort of build that up? I'm thinking that's going to take years, you know?
They don't need to really,
Well, that's a very good question. First of all, I would like to appreciate it. But that's the beauty of Gig9. We are creating something for somebody like with the, I wouldn't say the low caliber, but average caliber, like people who are not very much technology oriented. So you will see that our platform will be very much easy, that even if your or my grandma wants to use it, they can use it. Can you use Uber? My mother, she's in her late 60s. And my grandmother, she's in her late 80s. She can use Uber. She doesn't have to know that what the APIs that are working, what's the technology, how it's going on. That's our job. That's the job of our technical person, right? So we will create simplicity in connecting. My aim, I won't say my aim, our aim, is to connect the people as close as, you know, when you're living in London, so you are sharing your apartment with different people and you are a common living room. So what if you are trying to find an IT technician and the other person who's sitting just next to your dining table, and his smartphone buzzes up that, hey, look, there's an opportunity. So we want to create people as close as living in the apartment. And then you can imagine that how big this market is. The sharing economy is growing through trillions, but I believe that there is no very perfect stat still available on this, because everyone has the share. Nature has given us everyone's skill that we can learn. Okay, some people have skills like technical skills, doctors, I'm a chartered accountant, but some people are very ordinary with the extraordinary skills. You can help someone, a pregnant lady maybe next door who's just struggling to stack up the boxes, or just even trying to knot the shoes. So this can be the opportunity. Very little opportunities can be there as well. Do you have any other question?
Hi, I was thinking of what kind of networks of freelancers you have onboarded, or you're going to target, because yeah, there's quite a few of them here in London.
Can you repeat it? 'Cause
Yeah, you're looking for freelancers who can work in a gig, and in a gig economy, and there are quite a really big networks we have here in London, so you can tap into and connect to try out your platform. So I just wonder, have you started with the onboarding of people who are going to use freelancers already with these networks so you can tap into?
Hi, this is Malik Ali. I'm Fintech consultant for Gig9. Yes, I take your question. We do not have already the freelancer platform, because we are going to launch it in 2019, initially from London. However, we are gathering the data for all the freelancers, and when you say freelancers, it is everything like plumber, handyman, electrician, or anything which you can do. Photographer might be, anything. So we are just gathering the data for the freelancers. And one thing I want to add here, the idea was generated in the Oxford Fintech program. So we were 8 Oxford alumni who created the idea, presented to the university, and our idea was selected. So next week we hopefully will be in all the publications. Yes, Misha? Yeah. So any other questions?
In this age, when ICOs are popping up everywhere, one's considering an investment would like to see the project he's investing to stand out of the crowd, because there are quite a few companies that would like to provide such solution as you are giving. So that's my question. Is there anything you could share with us that would highlight the projects Gig9 standing out of the crowd?
Yeah.
All right. First, very good question. There is none who's providing the skill sharing platform at the moment. So we are the first one who's disrupting this economy. So there are so many in online. For example, you can go freelancer.com, Upwork, or so many other. Okay, you can get the job in USA online. But there is none for a handyman. For say, I do not have any skill. So where should I go? So there is none. There is no platform at the moment. There is none, yes, at the moment. So we are the first one, so let people copy us. So we are anyway having a good cause. So any other question? Yeah, please. Please, yeah. So.
Okay. So why does this need a blockchain? Why does it need a token? And what gives the token value? Why does it need a blockchain? So why are you choosing to do this on a blockchain? And why does it need a token? And you're asking for investors to invest in a token. What gives that token value?
So, blockchain is going to ensure transparency and efficiency, and then ease in the way of paying through the cryptocurrencies. So it's a great, in easy words, I would say that the performance ratings and the past histories and the transaction histories, that will be on blockchain, so it will be uneditable. You will get to know where your service provider is heading from, so he won't be charging you extra for the services he has given, so it will be completely transparent to everyone. Then we have a hedged escrow system, so smart contracts will help in that. And our token, I would call that our token is a utility token that has liquidity and that has a tangible value because it's backed by the real services exchanged. So the number of transactions that pass through our, or just make it more easier, the number of lending hands or the number of services performed, these are all the opportunities for our coin to grow. So it's backed by real services, real people exchanging services, real transactions.
And we based on QTM theory.
Yeah, that's what you want.
Yeah, and as we have got 4 chartered accountants in the team, by the way. So, so we know financial very well. So we put it on based on the QTM theory, which is called quantity theory of money. So what quantity theory of money is, your money circulation or the price goes up or down based on number of transactions in service industry or in the goods industry. So we based our coin based on QTM theory, and that is none of other coin is doing that. So any other questions? So, I think that's it. But thank you very much for your attendance, and we really need you to like all the social media network and join this community. So which is growing, to be honest, on a daily basis, on an hourly basis. We have got the biggest group on Facebook as well with 117,000 members already. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.